tuning in. We have a crazy amount on the schedule today. So I'm a couple minutes late from when this stream was scheduled to start. Reason why I couldn't start stream was because there's the amount of tabs over on this side is actually crazy. Wait, I can show you real quick. Just a quick glimpse. Can you see all the tabs open up? Oh my god, we got so many news stories. The Oscars, the Razzies. I haven't had a look at the Razzies yet, but those are out. So many castings. And yeah, I have very little time today. This will be a short and brief stream. We'll do the headlines, talk about the bunch of the Oscar things, maybe the Razzies, maybe we'll look at a couple of trailers, but then I gotta go. I got work tonight. And then I'm off for a couple days to a film convention where I'll watch a bunch of movies that I'm not allowed to talk about until they actually properly release. But yeah, I guess you'll hear it sooner than later, what I saw there. But yeah, also got a Nickel Boy screener today, even though I already purchased the tickets. So that's great. All I hope is that Enora, Dune, Nosferatu, and The Substance win Oscars. Oh, we'll definitely chat about that. I think The Substance maybe for makeup, but that's tough. Enora, yes, could go all the way. Dune, now that it's not in editing, I'm wondering what it can get. Cinematography, like what is it even up for that makes sense? Productions, I'm like a bunch of below the line stuff. And Nosferatu is going to be tough. It's got 5 nominations, but it's tough to say where we'll slide in. But we'll get into that. Let's actually head on to it again. Like I said, I got like 30-40 minutes and then I gotta go. So let's head on over to the news. And let me set it all up. Hopefully this goes over smoothly. Again, there's just so much. I want a horror film to win an Oscar. I mean, it would be amazing if The Substance wins that. But first thing we're going to do today is talk about those Oscars. So let's get into it. The nominations for the Oscars are in. For the 97th Academy Awards are in, and Emilia Perez leads the pack with 13 nominations, followed by The Brutalist, Wicked with 10 nominations each, A Complete Unknown and Conclave with 8, Enora with 6, Dune Part 2 misses out on editing and Best Director with Denis Villeneuve, but still snatches up 5 nominations. Same goes for The Substance, that gets 5, where Caroline Farja makes it into Best Director. Nosferatu gets 4, The Wild Robot and Sing Sing get 3, and The Late Search of the Brazilian film from Walter Salles searches into Best Picture rates with nominations for Fernanda Torres and Best Actress International Feature, and yes, very surprisingly, Best Picture for I'm Still Here. Flo, Nickel Boys, A Real Pain, and The Apprentice get 2 nominations each, and Maria, Gladiator 2, A Different Man, and a bunch of other films get a singular nomination. Then the biggest surprise, apart from I'm Still Here making it into the Best Picture 10, was Challengers missing out on Best Score, Sing Sing, A Real Pain, and September 5 missing Best Picture, and Daniel Craig, which was a favorite here on the podcast for me and Lachlan, not getting nominated for his lead role in Queer. Then we do have the Best Picture lineup over here. It includes Enora, The Brutalist, A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Emilia Perez, I'm Still Here, Nickel Boys, The Substance, and Wicked. Now, that dreadful Emilia Perez, which does not get a favorable rating for me, has snatched up 13 nominations, right? Emilia Perez has, with that, tied The Shape of Water, Gone with the Wind, From Here to Eternity, Mary Poppins, Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, Forrest Gump, Shakespeare in Love, Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, Chicago, and The Curious Case of Benjamin Button for the number of nomination, and only tracks behind 1 nomination, behind 3 films that got 14 nominations, which are All About Eve, La La Land, and Titanic. Now, Fernanda Torres, wait, let me, one sec. Fernanda Torres lands Brazil's first acting nomination since her mother's 1999 nod. Then, Timothée Chalamet is the youngest 2-time Best Oscar nominee since James Dean. Ramel Ross on the double nomination for Nickel Boys. People are responding to the adventure of complexity and the vicarious, and I cannot wait to check this one out for myself. Then we do have a couple of Oscar snubs and surprises. Denzel Washington misses. Nicole Kidman is out for Baby Girl. Kneecap doesn't get a nomination, and Sebastian Stan gets in for The Apprentice over, I guess, his better role in a different man, I'd say, but both of them are pretty good. We'll take a look at this Deadline article a bit later to have a closer look at all of the movies that got snubbed. And the Oscars are set to be held on March 2nd, barring any further delays by the wildfires. Then we also have some trailers to look at, which we'll do after headlines. We got a trailer for Drop, where Megan Fanny and Brendan Schaller go on a date, and it's from Blumhouse. Then we also got a trailer for The Monkey, the next film from Oscar Perkins. I'm really keen for that one. And we also got a 2.5 minute long trailer for Mickey 17, which is set to premiere at the Berlin Film Festival, the Berlinale. Then, apparently, Daisy Ridley's Star Wars project is still alive. Very inspiringly, Vin Diesel says Fast X Part 2 will finally return home, and that Los Angeles really needs it. I hope they feature a bunch of fire trucks that, I don't know, like save Los Angeles from a nuke or something, just to make it appropriate for the Fast saga. Then Josh O'Connor addresses those James Bond rumors. If I'm Bond, I don't know about it, he says. Andy McDowell jokes she's experiencing reverse nepotism because of her daughter Margaret Qualley. And then Netflix reminds us that they're still a backwards company and that the IMAX release that Narnia is getting will not go against their other approach towards the theatrical exhibition, says the CEO Ted Sarandis. But also in the news is the Netflix stock that has soared to almost 1,000 per stock. I don't know. I'm not finance bro, but they've had spectacular earnings apparently. And then also in CEO news of greedy people, Disney CEO Bob Iger's total pay jumps up 30% to $41.1 million. Then Paul Thomas Anderson's One Battle After One Another is the closest the director will come to a full-on action movie, drawing comparisons to Repo Man and Something Wild. Then Scary Movie 6 officially releases in theaters on June 12, 2026. Dave Franco says he's I'm glad I didn't put that up right next to Iger and at the Netflix thing, because don't want to imply something here, but Franco has constantly been texted about Luigi Mangione to play him in a project. He says, I've never received more texts in my life about anything. And then we do have a couple of new projects that were announced. Well, actually, a couple is a bit of an understatement. But action star Iko Uwais launches Uwais Pictures with 2 movies on sale, including his directorial debut. David Leitch is in early talks to take over, or I guess set to direct, Ocean's 14. Edward Berger, the director of Conclave and All Quiet on the Western Front, was in talks to direct, but I guess that has kind of fallen through. Brad Pitt is to star and produce Heart of the Beast, a David Ayer action-adventure picture for Paramount Studios. Warner Brothers is in talk with Suzanne Bier to direct Practical Magic 2. And Lionsgate is in talks to reteam with Ruben Fleischer after Now You See Me Free on The Sun Always Sets in the West. Robert Eggers has 2 new projects in the works. I'm very excited about that. A sequel to Labyrinth, which starred David Bowie, TriStar, and Werewolf, a focus feature that already has a release date set for Christmas in 2026. The Devil in the White City movie is revived at 20th Century with Leonardo DiCaprio and Martin Scorsese eyeing a reunion. Isn't this romantic? Lee Isaac Chung is set to direct sci-fi family drama The Traveler for Skydance. John Riley is developing Caves of Steel, a film based on Isaac Asimov's sci-fi novel from 20th Century Studios. A Resident Evil reboot movie is in the work with Zach Kreger set to write and direct, and they're trying to go back back to the horror roots and trying to stay a bit more faithful to the franchise. And then we do have a couple of, well, actually, again, a couple is an understatement. We do have some casting news. First up, Ryan Gosling is in talks for Sean Levy's Star Wars movie. Very much not looking forward to what Sean Levy has to contribute to the Star Wars franchise, but that's a whole different thing. Awkwafina boards The Man with the Bag alongside Arnold Schwarzenegger and Reacher star Alan Richardson. Aidan Gillen, John Alvin, Natalie Murray, Ben Chaplin, and Sebastian Orokozu round out cast of Sam Esmail's Panic Carefully. Legendary's Godzilla x Kong sequel, or Godzilla Kong, adds Caitlin Dever to their cast. Mala, Carrie Ellis, and John Robinson join Gus Van Sant's hostage thriller, Dead Man's Wire. Then Edmund Donovan joins Willem Dafoe and Greta Lee in Kent Jones' late fame. Christopher Nolan adds John Bernthal to his cast of The Odyssey. Then there's a bunch of people in Gina Price Byfoot's new movie Children of Blood and Bone, which is a film adaptation, I think, of a novel. Already has a bunch of more information about the release date and principal cast, but you can see it here. It is a pretty stacked cast. Then Kelly Marie Tran and David Dasmalchian are set to star in a psychological thriller Kodak Super XX from Odin Bui. Tobias Menzies joins Robin Estlund's next film, The Entertainment System is Down. We had this on our most anticipated of 2024 list. We just assumed that Ruben Östlund is done with this movie, but I don't know if he's even started yet. And then Thea Razzie boards The Saviors opposite Adam Scott and Daniel Detweiler. Dylan O'Brien joins Rachel McAdams in Sam Raimi's horror thriller Send Help at 20th Studio. Sydney Sweeney is in talks to star in The Mask of the Red Death from Picture Start and A24. Tom Blythe joins Claire Denis' The Cry of the Guards. Ulrich Thompson to play the DC supervillain Sinestro in HBO's Lanterns. And then we do have a couple of first looks. First up, we do have the first look that James Gunn shared of Millie Alcock as Supergirl's Kara Zol-El as the filming of that movie begins. Then we got Jackie Chan, Jackie Chan's next movie, The Shadow's Edge, which wraps principal photography, and we got the first behind-the-scenes look. Park Chan-wook's No Other Choice has also wrapped production, and you got another first look. This is high up on my most anticipated of this year. And then the Berlinale Program has been out with movies like Blue Moon, the new film from Richard Linklater, and Mickey 17, which I don't know where it is. There it is. Among others, like Late Shift, completely unknown for some reason, is also premiering because it's premiering late here. But hey, we would have gotten you a bit of a closer look at the whole program and everything. But we didn't get accredited. Apparently, we don't have enough reach. So if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, leave a like. It's very much appreciated and helps us get into those festivals so I can see the latest from Richard Linklater. And likely I'm going to tell you how great it is because I'm a huge Richard Linklater fanboy, but yeah, it's a bit of a pity we didn't get in. Hopefully we can do a bit of Sundance coverage, which, speaking of Sundance, Kiss of the Spider-Woman had its world premiere, and Jennifer Lopez musical receives a standing ovation at Sundance, which, if you know anything about like when people clap and how long and if they're standing, it doesn't mean anything. But yeah, we'll have a recap of Sundance next Monday with Connor and maybe even Lachlan and Kevin joining us. But we also got Cooper Raiff, which had plotted out a couple more seasons of his indie series Hall and Harper. And apparently the movie with Cooper Hoffman he was developing, The Trashers, is not moving forward, which is a bit disappointing. I was very much looking forward to that. And then the Razzie nominations out. Apparently Joker, Megalopolis, and Madam Web are among the biggest losers. But hey, isn't it an honor to receive a Razzie? But I haven't had a look at this at all yet. So I'll have to take a look at this because I don't know what is nominated, but I can imagine. And then we do have a couple of Oscar nominations reactions. For example, Josh Brolin says, it makes no sense that Denis Villeneuve was not nominated for Best Director and at the Oscars. And he says, apparently I'm going to quit acting because Denis Villeneuve didn't get nominated. This is just how this thing works. It makes no sense to me. Makes no sense to me either, but we got a pretty solid... no, actually, we don't have a solid lineup because there's two people I will kick out, but Caroline Farshak got in, which is great. Then the Flow director The flow director, Gint Salba Lodi, sorry, I can get it on my third try, reacted to his Oscar nominations, which were trifold, if I'm not mistaken, for... No, 2 nominations for Best International and Best Animated Feature, and he's very low-key about it. And just he's cuddling with his dog. Very cute. And then we do have the couple of trailers that we can take a look at, which I guess brings us to the end of quick news here. My god, that was a fucking marathon. Jesus. Okay, let's discuss. There's so much to talk about. All right, what are we saying? Shakespeare in Love having 13 is crazy too. I could never get into Shakespeare in Love. I tried to watch that once and I was like, oh god, they're not stopping with this thing of, you know, it's rhyming the whole time. I do have it on my shelf there in the back. Get some more Finance Pro energy. I don't need the Finance Pro energy, Kevin. I can't even say that you got it. But have you ever been to a test screener? I have recently. No, I haven't been to a test screener. I do get the press invites. So usually they don't really do test screens because I'm based in Switzerland. They do those mainly in the country where, like, I've been invited to the one or the other Swiss movie test screener, but nah, not worth it. And they don't really do them internationally. But I mean, that's sick because you get to see an early cut that maybe no one else sees. It's pretty interesting, I guess. But boycott Berlinale. Yeah. No, it's not that bad. I'm just a bit bitter because Richard Linklater is my favorite filmmaker. Let's say top 5. And his new movie I would have loved to have seen, and now I just gotta wait a bit more. But yeah, man, there's some great action. I think first up we can have a look at the Razzies. I think that's the first thing I would do. Unless, Kevin, you got a suggestion of what I should take a look at first. But okay. Margaret was snubbed for supporting actress. Yeah, we'll take a look at the Oscars, but more importantly, we have to look at the Razzies first. And all right, let's give it a look, because I do have a video here. God, that's loud.
There will be no opposition. There will be no criticism.
Will there?
For in this realm, bad is good. Dumb is smart.
Sure.
And entertainment is the ultimate distraction. The masses will be lulled by spectacle.
Okay.
Their minds shaped by illusions.
Gotcha.
While the truth of it all fades into oblivion.
Okay.
Welcome to our 45th Razzie nominations.
Okay, are they actually? Okay, they're showing it. I was like, dude, they're stalling crazy. Actor. Okay, wait, I'm blocking it. So, wait, hold up. Let me go up here. Sorry, that was very unprofessional. Okay, so in actor, we have... Oh my god, close this. We have Jack Black for Dear Santa, which I haven't seen. Zachary Levi and Harold and the Purple Crayon. That makes sense. That's a pretty bad movie. Joaquin Phoenix in Joker Folie à Deux. Dennis Quaid and Reagan, which I also haven't seen. And then Unfrosted, Jerry Seinfeld. Okay. I mean, I don't think Joaquin Phoenix was bad in Joker, to be honest. It was just not a good movie. I don't know if that's his fault. All right. Very quirky. Kate Blanchett, Gaga, Argyle, Madam Web. That all makes sense. That all again, the Joker Folie à Deux, I think it's over nominated. All of the other ones, I get that. Sure. All right, picture. Yes, Madam Web, Megalopolis. Again, I haven't seen Reagan. I guess it's just a sort of opposition to. I don't know. I don't know if there's any redeeming factors to that. It's just a bit odd. Borderlands was truly horrible. But yeah. All right. Well, that's all. They just have actress and picture. Okay, that's pretty lame. Is there anything else? Worst picture, actor, supporting actor. Okay, let's have a look here. This is very important. They only have 5 nominations for worst picture. That's kind of not that many. Bryce Dallas Howard, Jack Black. Again, double nomination for Jack. I mean, Double nomination for Borderlands with Kevin Hart, Shia LaBeouf. In drag, okay. Tamir Rahim and John Voight, double Megalopolis nomination. For actually Megalopolis, Reagan, The Shadowland, and Strangers. Jesus Christ. I guess it's just like him being appointed by Trump as the representative for like Hollywood as one of the three. I guess I just wanted to have a dig in there. Craven should have, yeah, I think, yeah, you're totally right, Craven. But maybe, I think they just don't want to pile onto one studio too much. And it was like, they had Sony in there, they had Lionsgate in there, they had Warner Brothers in there. I don't know what studio did, Borderlands was also Lionsgate, right? So Lionsgate, I don't know what Reagan was, Sony, kind of independent, but also Lionsgate. Lionsgate, Sony, Warner. Yeah. Hey, Universal and 20th Century stay clear, I guess. Supporting Ariana DeBose in Argyle and Craven the Hunter. I don't think she's the reason why these movies don't work. They're just so underwritten. But I haven't seen Reagan, Emma Roberts, Shore, Unfrosted, Amy Schumer, The Crow. I don't think FKA Twigs is really that bad in The Crow. She's not great in it. And then West Director. Dude, it's crazy to have Francis Ford Coppola nominated at the Razzies for Worst Director. Eli Roth, Jerry Sein. Okay, so they just have like their main thing, and then it's just the movies that they're gonna pile onto. Which that's why the Razzies are so kind of boring. Screen Combo. Any two, okay. Well, prequel, remake. This is really boring. All right, we'll have a look at the Oscar nominations, because that's clearly more interesting. And yeah, I mean, clearly the biggest snubs were. Hold up, let me open it up again. Clearly the biggest snubs to me were challenges. I think that that score should have won. And it doesn't even get nominated. That is kind of crazy to me. And they need high profile stuff. Yeah, I mean, it does also, there's no reason to dig on like a smaller indie film that is like, you know, you wanna kind of say, look, this is shit because you know, big studio made an oopsie. All right, let's I'll leave this open so you see my whole screen here. I think the biggest thing, which I also titled the stream this, it's kind of, you know, Emilia, Perez versus I'm Still Here, which to me, because I'm Still Here has entered the Best Picture race, and Emilia Perez is this potential perceived, maybe not front runner, but a contender in like at least 7 of its 13 categories. I mean, it can't win more than 12. It's definitely not going to, because it has a double nomination in score. It is just a bit of a like we made a long review to like show you why it's bad, and we have our most popular video is our review of I'm Still Here, and I'm truly rooting in the international feature race. Sorry, Brazilians, I'm still rooting for Girl with the Needle, because I think that movie from Denmark was actually like really truly incredible, and I like I'm Still Here. I'm not all the way there with like it's a masterpiece, because obviously there's a lot of passion behind it, and I really hope that, like, you know, even if I don't say it's a masterpiece, if you look at it, then it's like it's so much better than Emilia Perez. So you just kind of hope you have something that can beat it. I don't think it has any shot at making any sort of noise in the Best Picture race. But if this, you know, Emilia Perez gets taken out and I'm Still Here could upset and take the international feature, that would be, oh my god, the day we would rejoice. Did you see SNL's Emilia Perez? No, I didn't. I don't really watch SNL. Okay, but I didn't see that. Baby Assassin should have gotten into Best Picture. Sure. I feel like less than 0.01% of the Academy has seen Baby Invasion, if not less. I think people are focusing too much on the number of nominations. I honestly see Emilia Perez leaving with only supporting actress and song. Yeah, it definitely gets song. It just, you know, when you say obviously the 13 nominations don't mean anything if in every category you're not the one that has a shot at winning. And I think there's a couple of categories like in lead where Sofia Cala Gascon, I don't think she has a great shot. If it wins editing, that would be kind of Bohemian Rhapsody-esque. It's just, yeah, I don't know, it wouldn't be great. Do they have which categories they're nominated in? Okay, yeah, that's good. So to me, like, what is like more telling about the number of nominations is that, for example, The Brutalist got nominated in 10 of the 10 categories it could have gotten nominated in, right? Same goes for Anora. It got actress, actor, in supporting role, right? That was kind of what they were going for, and that to me shows a lot more strength. But I feel like when it comes to Best Picture, it's between Emilia, Perez, Conclave, The Brutalists, and Anora. I think those four are the only like films that kind of make sense to win. Obviously, I'm rooting for Black Box Diaries to win Best Documentary, but I think it's going to go to No Other Land, which is also incredible. Surprising to me is that Daughters didn't get in. And yeah, I mean, I have a couple of documentaries I got to catch up on. Not a big upset was that I guess we didn't get a nomination for Clarence Macklin in Sing Sing, but he did get the nomination because he was part of writing the screenplay. Diane Warren gets in yet again for a fucking stupid song. I guess it happens every year. I'm really glad The Substance, you know, gets a couple of nominations. Demi Moore could win. Definitely, it could win screenplay, maybe, potentially. I mean, it won in Gun, maybe it can repeat. It's got, I don't think, a shot at taking Best Picture, also not for director, but it could take these two. So I don't see The Substance winning more than two, and I think it definitely should have gotten into sound and editing as well. So that is a bit disappointing. Wicked, the popular film this year that gets 10 nominations and likely maybe gets sound because it's like, ooh, I like the song, I like the sound that come out, let's give it an award. And score, it doesn't make sense either because it's a musical. I don't know if there's a lot of like actual score, but hey, let's disqualify Dune, but let Wicked in. I don't know what this kind of logic is. I don't think these two have a shot at winning. Editing was pretty horrible in Wicked, I gotta say. I mean, I liked the film and didn't dislike it, but it's got a shot in these two categories. In costume design especially, maybe in production design. The rest, I feel like they could go 0 for 10. The Wild Robot, it's interesting that gets into Best Sound. That is pretty interesting. And the score was, yeah, pretty tear-jerking. I didn't love as much as, for example, Kevin did, but Best Animated Feature, it's definitely one that could take it, but it's currently between that and Flow, I guess, which got 2 nominations here. Only 1 nomination for Gladiator. Again, the 3 for I'm Still Here. And surprisingly, Maria gets into Best Cinematography. Nickel Boys only gets 2, but also gets into with Screenplay, and Best Picture gets in there. And September 5 is like completely left out. But the only other film that also missed that was big was is A Real Pain on the R. Yeah. Got only screenplay and supporting actor, and I mean, I don't know what else it could have gotten besides picture, but it's not in there. I don't see Emilia Perez getting Best Picture. Brutalist, Sonora, and even Complete Unknown are ahead. To me, it's been so bizarre because I agree with you. To me, it makes no sense that it would win. But it's kind of persisted and is really popular, and I don't know if the amount of pushback that it has online, if that's going to do much in the eyes of the Oscar voters. Wait, let me actually go here. Right, a 2.4 over on Letterboxd. That is a pretty horrible rating, and it was a 2.9 not too long ago. I think it just keeps going down. And this one, you know, in comparison, there's way more love outside of it, and I don't know how much of an impact that has, because obviously Brazilians, not a ton of Brazilians voting on the Oscars, but if it were their shot, it would win literally every award, especially Best Song as well, which I can definitely get behind that, because it's also a movie about like the U.S. like the underlying U.S. involvement in the dictatorship of the like the 70s in Brazil. So that's like we saw that under our review as well, the amount of passion for that film. And then, yeah, A Different Man getting in there for makeup and hairstyling. I hope that The Substance or this ends up winning. And then Dune gets into Best Picture, but then only below the lines with cinematography, production design, visual effects, and sound. I think I would give them all 4. And if I were to choose, I think Dune would be a very fun Best Picture win, but that's not going to happen. The big upset here is that Denis Villeneuve does not get in. But yeah, anything else I should discuss here that I missed? Nosferatu, right? Josiah, you were saying before that hopefully Nosferatu takes home a win. I mean, again, in cinematography, I wouldn't be upset if Dune or Nosferatu takes it. Costume design, nah, I wouldn't go with Nosferatu in that one. I think with production design, I would give it that. And in makeup and hairstyling, there's a ton of great contenders, like A Different Man, The Substance, and Nosferatu are pretty good picks for that. But all of the categories Nosferatu's in are pretty tight. So I don't know if it's got a shot. September 5 does get a nomination just for screenplay, which is a bit interesting that it gets in there. Sugarcane I haven't seen yet, which leaves me to, I guess, have a look at what is on my watch list. So I can show you, I still have a couple of films to see. I got a screener for this. I don't want to see this, and then I got 3 documentaries to watch, and this one is just for the song. This one is also just for the song. So I don't know if it's worth it to finish, but I will likely make a video going over all of the nominations. But we do also have a list over at Quiet on Set, which you can find over, if you go to members and HQ, you can find that HQ account. Shout out to that if you haven't followed. It's linked below. And we did make a list of like our best picture ranking, which we did adjust a bit on the podcast this week, which comes out in about 3.5 hours. We talked about The Brutalist, and we moved up The Substance because we both, Lachlan and I, quite liked it. Conclave is the pick from Kevin, so that would be our pick. And Nickel Boys, we do have to see, that probably moves up, so Emilia Perez goes all the way down. And yeah, I mean, I think Kevin brought this up. I don't think he's around to join me. No. But he said that, like, and I don't have that visual, but he sent us a thing of like the differences between this year's and last year's lineup. Maybe it's still in a chat. Let me have a quick look. No, I don't think he sent it. Oh, there it is. Actually, I actually do have it. Oh my god. Production. I have it. Yes, it's here. All right, so let's have a look. Right, so we have last year's, which included American Fiction, Anatomy of a Fall, Barbie, The Holdovers, Killers of the Flower Moon, Maestro, Oppenheimer, Past Lives, Poor Things, and The Zone of Interest. Now, he said that even the one that he liked, one of the ones that he liked the least, Maestro, would beat pretty much most of the nominations in here. To me, the worst out of this lineup would probably be Maestro as well, yes. I think last year was just a really strong lineup. And I would pick Maestro over Emilia Perez. I haven't seen Nickel Boys. I wouldn't put it above The Substance. I would put it above Wicked. With Conclave, it's a bit of a toss-up. Complete Unknown, yes. I feel like Maestro would be better than that. The Brutalist, no. Anora, no. So, you know, I don't think we had a bad year for nominations. It's just that Emilia Perez is so at the forefront. That it is a bit frustrating. And also saw that they're selling merchandise from the Oscars for like all of the nominees to be determined, which is funny, I guess. But yeah, those are those. What other stuff before we look at the trailers do we want to have a look at? Because we do have an Alien Earth drop and Mickey 17 trailer that are definitely worth checking out. Kevin, let me know what do I have to talk about, man? What is on the mind of the people? I mean, dude, the Vin Diesel quote about part 2 of Fast X returning home is, I don't know, it's something about it is just like in really poor taste. Like the guy just self-inserts himself into so many things that he's no business talking about. I'm probably not a good idea to watch the Red Band trailer of The Monkey. And we might have even done that last week, but I think we'll skip that one. Definitely that one I would recommend. Just the movie itself looks really intriguing. The Mickey 17 one I think we'll do last because it feels like the most spoilery out of the bunch. What else am I missing? I mean, there was a shit ton of announcements for new projects. I'm not too happy about Sean Levi being at the helm of Star Wars and Daisy Ridley another like there's too much going on. But yeah. Yo, what's up? Yes, we are rooting for I'm Still Here, which someone told me how to pronounce it properly and I still have no clue. So I would need life coaching, but we were just talking about that. Hopefully we get someone who can defeat Emilia Perez, because it's a bit frustrating how much that has been nominated. And yeah. Also, I think if Timothée Chalamet wins for his role as Bob Dylan in A Complete Unknown, he will be the youngest Oscar winner. I read that somewhere, but he's the youngest since James Dean for the nominations, for the 2 nominations. I'm just having a look through the news real quick again. It was just a lot of announcements. Obviously, Robert Eggers, we talked about that on the podcast, so if you're interested in that, I'll leave it for a conversation with me and Lachlan about that. I'm very much looking forward to Lee Isaac Chung to direct a sci-fi family drama. He's the guy who did Minari a couple of years ago, and that can be very interesting. Yeah, no, that's pretty much it. So many castings. Let's have a look at some trailers. And first up, we did get a tiny bit of a teaser for Alien Earth Destination. It really is like nothing. Apparently, I think Kevin sent me a note alongside this that it's like this tennis ball and challenges escaped. Okay, I get what you mean. It's like the cinematography was so crazy. Challenges and no nominations at the Oscars is crazy as well. That is definitely fully rendered. So it is a bit of an odd teaser, I gotta say. Okay. This summer on Hulu. The thing with this is like initially for Alien Cubed, they were teasing that the alien would come to Earth, and they never did it, and now they're doing it in a series, which yes can be very interesting. Oh yeah, of course Kevin is looking forward to Iko Uwais as an action movie. That's really cool. But let's have a look at Drop, which is a new film from a horror film, or more of a thriller, I don't even know, romance thriller from Universal.
Okay, let's try this. Oh wow. Did you mean to dress like a candy cane? I don't think I should go. He's been waiting
Date night
to meet you for months. It's just a date. I love you. Thank you. Have fun. Bye.
By the way, we're definitely gonna get copyright claimed for that song. But this is a trailer, which I've already seen the trailer. This is not the first reaction. Where if you don't want to know the plot, don't watch the trailer, because they show the whole thing, which I think is just kind of interesting. So we'll end with Drop and Mickey 17, but
It's just a date.
Hey,
Hi. Sorry, I got a drink because I was nervous.
I had a couple in the car on the way over. Can't believe we're actually doing this.
I mean, you are the first guy who didn't ask for feet pics.
It's a second date thing.
playing the worst night of your life. What? Oh yeah, the director of Happy Death Day.
It's just dumb kids trying to mess with you.
Stop ignoring my drops.
That's weird.
I mean, who do you think it is?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, right. I looked at Universal and was like, wait, I thought Blumhouse was doing this, but they did have a partnership where Universal is now working with, I think, Blumhouse, if I'm not mistaken.
We can figure this out. I think you gotta be within 50 feet to send a drop.
I also love when they have like foam apps that are clearly, they don't exist. They only exist for the movie, so the visuals effects department has to come up with something, and it always looks so fake.
So, it's someone in the restaurant.
Check your home security cameras. No, not the kids. White Lotus is a season 3 trailer. Oh, yeah, I actually got invited to like a special event where I'll get to see, like I don't know, they're doing like an event. I'll definitely have a look at that because sorry, that feels like a flex. That's what Kevin would say. I don't know if it is, but wait, we'll keep playing. We keep playing this.
Violet, everything okay?
Your son dies. No. And you can't tell him what's happening. I love these, like,
911, what's your emergency?
when it's like someone has control over everything and has like the god eye and sees everything.
You need help? Please.
It often makes like no sense that they actually could keep up with the thing. I think Carry On did a pretty good job at like using that, like the limitations of someone with like God's eye looking down.
I can't do that. I'll kill you if you hurt my son.
The kid was like posing like this.
Why him? Why does he have to die? Run!
Not the babysitter.
They chose me for a reason.
Shot of tequila never kill anybody, right?
So, how's this date going?
So that seems to be, you know, pretty final moment of the movie. So I don't know. It's just I don't know if that's the greatest choice to advertise it like this, you know, with this those amount of spoilers. But that's drop. I mean, I'll watch it. It doesn't look too great. And then yes, I am invited to see the season premiere, and I think they're making like a whole big fuss about it. So I've never been to any of those events. But let's see if I'm actually interested in the series. I don't even remember who was announced to be in the cast. I just remember it being a ton of people. So wait, let me have a quick look. Do they say who's in the cast? No. Okay. Well, we'll just see. They'll definitely have like a thing up for it. This is the cast.
What happens in Thailand stays in Thailand.
Amen.
Amen.
Okay.
Our hotel is the best in the world.
Oh.
At the end of the week, you will be an entirely different person.
Was Christian Friedel? I forgot that he was in this. I think we talked about it briefly. When,
A week
anyway.
of new memories.
This place is insane. We should always live like this.
I'm so happy. All my babies all together.
I hope you enjoy Thailand.
We usually go to the Caribbean. I feel really lucky to be.
There's just something about like rich people and like in these plots where it's just like they're the most people where it's just like, okay, shut the fuck up. That is somehow rewarding when it is in media. But yeah.
Be here.
Let's have a look.
I want to learn everything I can and bring the magic back to Maui.
It's a wellness center. You should get a facial.
Oh, she's from Sex Education.
Old friends.
Long-time friends, not old.
And she, I think that's Leslie Bibb, right?
Stays in Thailand.
Oh, what does that mean?
It means we're not dead yet.
Amen. Amen.
Everyone comes to Thailand
Okay.
and either hiding from someone or they're looking for someone. I think the cosmos brought us together. I'm gonna help you bring your joy back.
Oh, hey, slow down, Dick.
Why are rich men always so angry?
Everything okay?
It's just work stuff.
We're not supposed to tell my family. We're poor now, and Daddy's going to prison.
There has been more crime on
Okay.
I'm a little freaked out. I think we need to call the police.
here. Your job is to protect the hotel.
พี่แค่ไม่อยากทำร้ายใครอะ
พี่ต้องเข้มแข็งกว่านี้ดิถึงจะทำงานนี้ได้อะ
Everyone tells me what a great man you are.
Wait, are they taking a different approach for this season where it's not like someone being killed at the start and you don't know who? Okay. Interesting.
What if we lost everything?
Honestly, I don't know if I'd want to live. I just don't have it in me.
We're still the same people we were in the 10th grade.
You're always disappointed.
And you're always fake, and you're vain and selfish.
What if this life is just a test to see if we can become better people?
No. What?
Someone once said, secret to life.
It definitely looks like the most chaotic season yet. Yep. Definitely.
In a goddamn body bag.
But who's gonna be in the body bag? All right, February 16th. I'll actually see the premiere of it on the 12th. So I don't know what day that is, but I think I'll have my thoughts on it on, I guess, as the premiere comes out with the podcast. All right. Lastly, let's have a look at Mickey 17, the latest trailer. Let's have a look at this one. I'm definitely interested in White Lotus season 3. I think the show has kind of delivered at least like pretty decent entertainment and has been culturally pretty important. I feel like a lot of people actually watch it. Similar to what it feels like right now with Severance. The kind of excitement is there. But all right, Mickey 17. Dude, it's been 6 years since Parasite, the last film from Bong Joon-ho. And this is another one where he's got an English-speaking cast. I think mainly, I forget who else is in the cast. Isn't Steven Yeun in it as well?
And I wanted to get the hell out of there.
You're applying to be an expendable?
You read through the paperwork.
Yeah. I should have read through it.
And I think there was also a quote about like this being the most commercial film he's made yet. And obviously, you know, with the type of narration that he's got going here with a bigger sci-fi budget, I mean, that makes sense. But yeah.
That's it. Mickey, deep breaths, fill your lungs. Imagine there's an unknown virus in the air,
And you're sucking in every single microscopic particle floating around.
all the viruses.
Nice. So many viruses.
There really was an unknown virus in the air. Lethal one.
See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Fellow pioneers, almost
Ooh, okay.
one of you will be remembered throughout history.
Mark Ruffalo.
They made me work my ass off, giving me one shitty mission after another.
You're an expendable. You're ready.
Okay, what I wonder here, because it goes into a like kind of montage of all of the kills and all of the stuff he like goes through, is like how much of that is actually a montage in the movie and what ends up being. I haven't read the Mickey 7, the novel it's based on, and I kind of have to get a move on because it comes out I think on March 7th or something like that. But I wonder how much of it is like we progress through the story as he dies again and again, or if it's like a catalyst for him to have what's coming up next in the trailer. Like basically
They just printed me
there being
out
two of
again.
them.
Everyone asks, what's it feel like to die?
Hey, Steven Yeun. He's great.
The ship was filled with mostly dickheads.
What the fuck is that? What was that pitching costume?
That's when everything changed.
Oh!
Multiple.
Robert Pattinson. There's two. There's no Patton on Pattinson, so there's two of them, man.
Individual. Which body goes first? One at a time is twice the fun.
Alright, so there's Mickey 17 and 18. Okay.
It's not your fault. This is a fight to the death.
Why is the pigeon returning? What is up with that, man? To save mankind, okay.
The fact is, we're in a state of war. Our survival is in
What the fuck?
I got a job to do.
Mickey Bonds, fighting right to the end.
My great gift to mankind.
Oh, Toni Collette. I forgot Toni Collette is in this.
Are you afraid to die? This time I wasn't scared.
I gotta say, it looks pretty insane. And I think he'll go all out with, I wanted to say this, like in Parasite, the comedy was actually like so on point. It was at times so funny, and then it matched those genres of like tone pretty well. So this looks kind of tough to manage, as you have like someone who narrates through, and then it's a pretty ridiculous situation. You can lose a lot of people with that, but if you get it right, it could be incredibly popular. So yeah, on March 7th is when we'll get it, and we'll get some early thoughts coming out of the Berlinale, where I think it premieres in the last week of February, and the second last week of February. So we'll know sooner than later what people think of it. But that brings us to the end of today's news stream. I actually got to run real quick. But thank you so much for tuning in. Again, all of the passion from the I'm Still Here lovers, Fernanda Torres. If she pulls it up, I'm just like rooting for the Brazilians, because like the more we can upset the like establishment of what is establishment, it feels like it's so groundbreaking. But you know, it would be a lot of fun to see like again, I'm Still Here win over Emilia Perez in international, and then maybe even Fernanda Torres getting best lead over Mikey Madison or Demi Moore or Carla Sofia Gascon, which I don't think she's really up there to like actually get it. But hey, we've seen stranger things, because Demi Moore won at the Globes over Mikey Madison. So I don't think that race is so locked in yet, especially with the amount of passion that is coming from this for that movie. So it's gonna be an interesting Oscar race. We'll definitely be watching it live on March 2nd on here, and I think we already agreed that if we can, all four of us will join that, and we're gonna drink something each. We'll have something made up for a bunch of the wins that we don't want to see, or you know, we'll make a whole game out of it. There will be predictions where you can win a year of Letterboxd Pro if you get the most amount of predictions like right. We've done that for years now, and yeah, thanks so much for tuning in again. Subscribe if you are here for the first time, and I'll see you next week, next Monday on the stream, and then we got a podcast about The Brutalist coming out later today in about 3 hours, which was a good one. But I'll see you soon. Thanks so much for tuning in. Have a good one. Goodbye.